morning, my dear students. In the last class, we have discussed about what we have discussed in the last class. We have discussed about the poem. What poem it is? The Ant and the Cricket. So, still half part of the poem has to be done. So, before going to that, now let's start revision. So, this revision is very helpful for your test, upcoming test. So, now let's start the revising the things what all we studied in the last lesson and about a poem. So, first thing, what is the first lesson? The best Christmas present in the world. The best Christmas present in the world. The best Christmas present in the world. So now let's start discussion about the question and answers. Just the main thing that you have to do is just read the lesson correctly. I don't know that from which sentence I am giving you the questions. Means from which part of which page I am giving the questions, I don't know. So the main thing that you have to do is read full lesson, read complete lesson and go through the difficult words which they have mentioned beside the text, beside the lesson here. That go through the difficult words also and read the lesson correctly. So now let's start the question and answers. The first question is in page number 10. First question, what did the author find in a junk shop? Can you tell me the answer? What is the author find in the junk shop? The author found a roll-top desk in the junk shop. What is the answer? Roll-top desk. Next one. What did he find in a secret drawer? He found a small tin box in a secret drawer. Small tin box in a secret drawer, and in that he got letter. Who do you think had put it in there? Maybe the owner of that roll-top desk may have kept the letter in that. The owner of the roll-top desk. So the third question is in page number 14. Who had written the letter to whom and when? Who had written the letter? John Macpherson. Here the John Macpherson had written Here who had written the letter to whom and when? Here Captain Jim Macpherson had written a letter. Jim Macpherson. And to whom? To his wife Connie. To his wife Connie. And what was the date? December 26, 1914. December 26, 1914. Okay, this is all about the third answer. Next, fourth one. What was the letter written? What was the wonderful thing that had happened? Why was the letter written? Why the Captain Jim Macpherson had written this letter? Why? Because to share his experience with the Hansuf and their soldiers with his wife. To share the experience of the war field, the Jim Macpherson Macpherson had written the letter to his wife. What was the wonderful thing that had happened there? There, the wonderful thing which was happened there, that the two soldiers of the different countries were in the war field, and instead of fighting and instead of harming the people or the things or a property, what they did? They mingled together and they shared their feelings and they shared their rum, ration, sausage, everything. They completely they were looked like how the best friends. So to express all about all these aspects, Jim Macpherson had written the letter to his wife, Mrs. Jim Macpherson or Coney. What jobs did Hans Hoof and Jim Macpherson have when they were not soldiers? Hans Hoof played a cello in the orchestra. In the orchestra. Next here, the Jim Macpherson was a school teacher at Dorset. I hope you are getting the answers for all the questions. So listen it carefully. Had Hans Hoof ever been to Dorset? Had Hans Hoof ever been to Dorset? We already have discussed about all these question answers after completion of the lesson. So again I am doing revision. Why? Because that you have to remember properly during your test. So prepare it well. No, Hans Hoof had never been to Dorset. Why did he say knew it? Why the Hans Hoof said that he knew everything about the Dorset? He had been to Dorset? No. Why he say so? Why? Because he got to know everything about Dorset in the Thomas Hardy's book. Thomas Hardy was the favorite writer of the Hans Hoof. And what was the name of the book of Thomas Hardy? Far from the Madding Crowd. Far from the Madding Crowd. This was the book which was written by Thomas Hardy, and the Hans Hoof came to know in detail about the Dorset place in this book which was written by Thomas Hardy, and in fact the Hans Hoof had never been to Dorset. Is it clear? Next, do you think Jim Macpherson came back from the war? How do you know this? No. Do you think Jim Macpherson came back from the war place? No. How we can know that? Means for many days, for long days, what the Coney had did, Coney had preserved his letters. But in fact, in reality, the Jim Macpherson had never been back. Oh, next. I hope you are understanding and getting the answers for all the questions. Next, why did the author go to Bridport? Why did the author go to Bridport? Why? Because the author got a letter in the small tin box from that roll top desk, and he read that, and he came to know that that letter was belonging to the Coney. So to hand over the letter which he was having with himself, so he wanted to hand over that letter. So what he did? He went to Bridport. He came to know that the person to whom that letter was belonging to, that person was in a Bridport. So what the author did? Author went to Bridport to hand over the letter. How old was Mrs. Macpherson now? Where was she? She was 101 years old. 101 years old. And now where she was? She was in a nursing home. Why? Because she got hurt from a fire incident. So she got hurt, and so she was taking treatment in the nursing home. Where was the nursing home? Bridport. Next, here, who did Connie Macpherson think her visitor was? The Connie thought that her visitor was her husband, but actually in reality who was there? The author was there, but by seeing author, what Connie felt that her husband only came back. So here, the Macpherson think that her visitor was her husband. Husband, who was husband? Who was the Connie's husband? Captain Jim Macpherson. Which sentence in the text shows that the visitor did not try to hide his identity? See here. Which sentence in the text shows you that how the author wanted to tell about himself? Here, I tried to explain about the author wanted to tell how he got the letter in that small tin box from that roll top test. The author wanted to tell everything about that, and about that he read the letter about all that he wanted to tell, but Connie was not in a such condition to hear what the person who is standing in front of him trying to tell. So what she did, she thought that the person who is standing in front of her was her husband only, but in reality he was a author. He was not her husband. So next, for how long do you think Connie had kept Jim's letter? The Connie had kept the Jim's letter for a long time. Give reasons for your answer. Here, why? Because the Connie had preserved this Jim Macpherson's letter for long means years. Why? Because he had never been back to the home from the war field, and so she was having the expectation of that one day or the other day may her husband come back. So she preserved the letters which was written by Jim Macpherson. So in the lesson you can see up to what date she preserved? Up to January 25th, 1915 she preserved the letters. Why do you think the desk had been sold, and when? Why do you think the desk had been sold? So the desk had been sold. Why? Because the desk got completely damaged by the fire incidents. That fire, how the fire caused that effect. From the lesson we can know or understand that Connie used to she don't want to use the electricity. Instead of that, she always used candles. So may the candles cause a fire effect. So due to that incident, that fire incident may affected the roll top desk. So it got completely damaged. So for that reason it had been sold. When means when the Connie shifted to a nursing home, means when she started taking the treatment in nursing home, maybe on that time the roll top desk had been sold. Why do Jim and Hans think that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts? Do you agree? Yes. Why? Because this Hans Hoof and the Captain Jim Macpherson decided to have a football match as their war match. See, in other ways, in previous days, in ancient days, that many wars we have heard already. During those wars or during in that war field, what happened already? Many problems occurred, and many wives became widows, and many children become orphans. So keeping in the mind of about all these aspects, the Hans Wolf and the Jim McPherson decided to have a football match. Why? Because football match never cause any problems. Problems means in the sense it will not damage any property, anybody's property, or no children will become orphan, or no wives will become widows. So keeping all these things in mind, what they decided? They decided to have a football match as their war match. Do you agree? Yes, I am agreed. And you are also agreed. Do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other? Yes. Soldiers of the both team liked each other, or different from each other? No, they liked each other. Find evidence from the story to support your answer. When the British and German soldiers were hiding in their trenches, what these British soldiers got heard? That Happy Christmas. So in the Tommy Happy Christmas, they heard from the German soldiers, means Fritz. So to the reply for that wish, what these British soldiers said that yes, Happy Christmas you too. By this evidence or instance, we can know that both soldiers liked each other. Mention the various ways in which the British and the German soldiers become friends and find things in common at Christmas. That now we have to mention the various ways how they both together enjoyed and they for the match. Before only they decided that not to have any war by using the weapons, the hard and sharp weapons. They decided that to have a peaceful game, and in that peaceful game we can give our pride to our nation. So before only they decided, and they selected a football match, and they shared their rum ration and the sausages, and they exchanged everything about their country's speciality and this country's speciality. Both team soldiers enjoyed a lot, and they drank and laughed and sat together. Everything they did. By this instance, we can say that both the British and Germans enjoyed the war field a lot, and they also celebrated Christmas Eve together. Next, what is Coney's Christmas present? Why is it the best Christmas present in the world? What is Coney's Christmas present? Coney's Christmas present was that when the author stood in front of her, what she thought? Yes, as in the form of Christmas present, my husband came back. Who thought like this? Coney had thought like this. So what she thought? For this Christmas festival, my husband had came back. But in reality and in fact, who was there? There was the author. Why is it the best Christmas present in the world? Why? Because before only the Jim McPherson said that he will come back to her during the situation of the Christmas festival. So she thought that he promised me, and also he obeyed to that promise. So she thought that that was the best Christmas present in the world. But in reality, what? There was no any Jim McPherson and nothing. There was only a Coney and the narrator, means author. Next, do you think the title of this story is suitable for it? Can you think of any other titles? Here, do you want to give any other titles for the story? No. Why? Because this is the best suitable title for the Coney. Why? Because for her, the Jim McPherson's coming back of Jim McPherson was a best Christmas present in the world. So she said that the coming back of Captain Jim Macpherson was the best Christmas present. I hope you got the answers for your questions. And next, let us move to these things all. Just you go through it and see whatever now we discussed, that is very important for your test, upcoming test. So now turn the page 18. So there, underline the verbs and arrange them in two columns, past and earlier past. So as already we discussed in the classes. So now once again we'll revise. The first answer is, just your thing is to do the two columns. One is past and one more is earlier past. Earlier past. So first you have to read these sentences and first you have to underline the past word and earlier past word. Then the words which you have already underlined, that you have to make it separate. You should write in a separate columns. I hope you are understanding. First one is here past and earlier past. First you have to underline. My friends set out to see the caves in the next town. Here the first word is set out. Next, here had seen. See, I'll read the sentence once again. My friends set out to see the caves in the next town, but I stayed at home because I had seen them already. Here set out is past and had seen is earlier past. Next, second one. When they arrived at the station, their train had left. They came back home, but by that time I had gone out to see a movie. See here, when they arrived, is the second word here, arrived. And in the column of earlier past, the word is had left. See, the easier thing that you should remember this, the easier trick that, see these past words, you know the past words, need not to tell I think. Past word means we can see like already the work is done, okay. So earlier past means there will be a helping verbs, had, okay. So this is an easy trick to remember this. Next, third one. See here again in the second sentence, one more past word is there. What is that? Came. Underline these words and afterwards write it separately. Next, here, okay. One more earlier past word is there in the second sentence. What is that? I had gone. Had gone. Next. So they sat outside and ate the lunch I had packed for them. Here one word is sat and one more is ate. And here had packed. Had packed. Next, by the time I returned, they had fallen asleep. Here, returned, and here had slept. Had fallen. This is all about how to solve and how to separate the past and earlier past words and make the columns. And here, up to this you have to study hard. And next, the poem, The Ant and the Cricket. In the poem Ants and the Cricket, just memorize the two stanzas. This and this. This. From a silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. So, and not a crumb from a silly young cricket till starvation and sorrow. These two paragraphs have to memorize. In this 2 stanzas, definitely one stanza will be for your test. Okay. Study well and write well. Thank you.